heritage site. It's probably the most famous site here in Cologne. We're in Cologne, Germany. Cologne, Germany,
Hi
which is
guys.
Miss Muggs. How are you, Miss Muggs? So I'll show you guys the outside of this place. Um, I'll give you one more glimpse on the inside.
Hi
Hopefully you
Miss
guys can
Mug.
see this.
Yeah.
Oop, I went out on the wrong side. You want to stream, Miss Muggs, to your live stream? Feel free. Come on up. There is a link there if anybody wants to come up and stream this to their own StreamYard. The Mr. Riley effect, what it's called. I'll show you all what this looks like on the outside. It was raining, so I had to come inside. This place still has torture chambers and everything. I didn't take anything out. I'll show you what it looks like outside. The rain is soft. This is when you walk right out the door. You can see that it's still kind of wet, but I don't think it's raining. That's good.
Hi Arcelia.
But I'll show you the outside of the place.
Nice.
So here it is, guys. I'll try to back up so I can get into the shot. But you can walk up these spiral staircase. I believe it's 577 steps all the way to the top. Let me see if I can back up a bit and give you a glimpse of this amazing structure. They have other structures here, like this one over here. They have old structures everywhere. Nothing quite like this. Oh, that's good, Roberto. Glad to hear that. Hey, Rich Buwang too. How are you? So take a look, you guys.
Hi
I have an upload
Buang.
coming.
Let's Buang in
Got a
the
six
house.
minute upload, something like that. I go into more detail, but they have supposedly 100 full-time workers here. You can see the scaffolding and how I guess they have workers full-time that do nothing but renovate to keep this thing in pristine working order. It's still an active church.
Hi Lods. Hello Lods in the chat. Lods naman.
It is surreal. You don't. I showed one in where was it? Haarlem, Netherlands last week, and that was an amazing place. But this is completely off the charts. This is something you don't see on a daily basis, even when you're traveling. Thank you, Rich. So I'm gonna just try to slowly pan up so you can kind of get a feel for just how massive these things are.
Wow.
Oh, they got a wire up there. It looks like Tinkerbell's wire at the Matterhorn at Disneyland. I'll bring you around to this side, and I was just showing the inside. And check my upload later. I'm gonna have about 5 or 6 minutes with higher resolution. Where I'm gonna show the inside and the outside. But take a look, guys. So, anybody who's just coming, we're in Cologne, Germany. I was in Ireland for 2 days, and I didn't get a chance to blog. And one guy got mad at me because I didn't let him know. But next time I go to Ireland, I promise I'll meet that person, and I'll have more time. I didn't have any time to do vlogging.
It's amazing place.
Yeah, it really is. It's just breathtaking when you see it in real life. I hope you guys can get some appreciation from where you're sitting. I mean, even when I'm here in person, I can't believe what I'm looking at. How high up that is. That spire there is 577 steps to the top.
It's century, yeah. It's century.
The foundation was laid in 1800 years ago, but the spires themselves were finished about 130 or 140 years ago. It proves the yellow
It's
shirt.
amazing. That's very surreal looking architecture.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arcelia.
We are simulcasting here on Honey Coast Show. I appreciate anyone that's on my show, but I'm not monetized. So if everyone can turn me off and turn her show on, I think you'd be doing her a favor because, Honeyco's making good money now, thanks to all of you. She's made more money on YouTube than she's made more money on YouTube. I shouldn't say this, but she's made more money on YouTube than any vlogger that I know personally. It's just consistently hardworking for 3 or 4 years. It's really paid off for her. So here's another vantage point to give you an idea of the width of this thing and the breadth of this thing. I'll go backwards as much as I can.
Is there any mess going in there?
Yeah, it's an active church. They still have masses, and uh, they have a daily mass there, a morning mass. They have little side uh, church things for smaller groups, and then they actually still have in the basement the torture chamber where they used to stretch people. They would stretch the Protestants and get confessions out of them.
Said Arcelia, can you go up inside? Arcelia said.
You can. If you want to pay 850 euros, you can go up
Ah, it's
all
not
the way to the
free.
top. Yeah, but it's only eight. Like we were just at the Freedom Tower in New York. It was like $60. And when I was with you in Riyadh, how much was that? That was
It's
125
150.
Riyal for the two of us. 150, so it was like $35 for both of us to go to the top of the Freedom Tower. So it's a lot cheaper than that.
Mm,
But you got to be willing to walk up a spiral staircase that's hundreds of steps more than the Statue of Liberty spiral staircase. And I've done that too. But I have such a massive foot that I'm afraid I'm going to slide down. Hey, Sasa, how are ya? Honeyco is the hardest working girl on YouTube
Misa
and the richest.
Adventure.
Not only does she make her money and saved everything from her job, but she's actually making equal or more on YouTube. So I like to see these girls get their due. If they put the years of time in, if you want to ever give anything, give it to somebody who's working hard for it, who grew up with very little, and
Thank
who
you.
deserves it, not someone who doesn't deserve it. All right. So I'm going to walk in one more time. Mayan Hapon. Ah, thank you. And Mesas here. Mesas has a new
Hello,
channel.
Haniko. Hi, Misa.
Mesasa has a new channel called Mesasa Adventure. Marcelia, Mesasa, Rich Buon, Roberto. I want to say shout out to Aloe too. Aloe, if you're out there, because Aloe had talked to me about coming here to this place. And, if you're
Hi,
in
Dave.
Cologne,
Dave Knopfler. Hi.
you just got to do it. You got to figure out the time to come and check it out. Is Dave Knopfler in?
Yup,
How's
in
it
the
going, Dave
chat.
Knopfler?
Dave Knopfler.
Dave Knopfler and the Dave Knopfler effect. How are you, sir? I can see the lizard people. Michael T, how are you? Welcome,
Hello,
everybody.
Haniko. Hello, Big E. Hi, Michael T.
We're simulcasting this on Honeyco's Show and Mine, this new feature they have on StreamYard. So, is that the
It's
real Dave
amazing. You have
Knopfler?
a
The question is, why would anyone want to be the fake Dave Knopfler? I like Dave Knopfler. I know he doesn't like me sometimes, but he's likable. How are you, sir? I'm glad you're still alive. The rumor was that you had kicked the bucket, but you know how YouTube is. Lots of exaggerated rumors.
YouTube is YouTubing.
I'll walk inside one more time, everybody, so you can, you know, it's going to be an upload, and I took some footage for Honeyco and her channel, so you can see some footage. But I'll walk in one more time, and if anybody is interested in coming here, they can go back and look at the live stream or the upload.
Dave Nobler said, I'm the real one, Big E for Smith, alive and kicking.
You're alive and kicking. I'm glad to hear that. I really am glad to hear that. No. Okay. They're telling me I'm not allowed to do it
Free?
on the inside, so I'm going to have to
It's
walk
free?
around and go out. Well, it's free, but they don't want no live streaming, they're saying. So
Ah,
I'm going to just walk and go out because the guy got mad.
wow.
Cool, huh? Okay.
Ooh, nice inside.
Gotta follow the rules. I don't want Santa to come after me and attack. I don't know if they are
Yeah,
Santa. I
remember?
think it's
Remember what happened in the aquarium dolphin show?
yeah, and there's a part of me that feels like telling them something,
He
but I'm
said,
not
no,
going
no
to.
live. No live, no live. No, don't live.
Honeyco uploaded the Dolphin show and they hit her for copyright. Michael T, you haven't been around for years. What happened to you? I can't remember the last time I saw you. I think that was back when Ronald Reagan was still president. Yeah, but I took all the videos inside before Santa Claus came and slapped me. So if you check my upload or Honeyco's upload later, you'll see it. Better detail, 4K type of thing. Oh, what the heck, man? There's a big crane right there, too.
What's that?
All right.
It's new
That's
building.
cool. Yeah. I'm going to go down now to this other section, like the City Hall thing, which is also, I think, an 800-year-old building. And then if I'm still doing this, I'll take us to the Rhine River. The River Rhine.
Mm.
So you're doing a live stream right now, right, Honeyco? Oh, let's see who's on here. Hold on. Lost the Nomad.
Hi, Lars.
Hey, what's going
Sorry
on?
about that. I didn't see it.
No, I just got back there. Wasn't even I don't even think it was a full minute. But I did want to ask, outside the beautiful sights you're showing, so from your cell phone, they're allowing people to do the multiple screen situation now, even from your cell? I thought you had to be on your PC to make that happen, or do you not know? Stream this to
If
your
you're a
device. Oh,
paid member,
there it is. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Oh, a paid member. Stream this to
yeah, are
your.
you live
Oh,
streaming to yours now?
no, I'm not, but I'm thinking about giving it a shot here. Hang on. I have to do all the login stuff.
You know, so that way, I think Traditions did it with me, Mrs. Hapser, and somebody else, Riley or somebody. It's very effective in a way because everybody gets their watch hours. I don't know how it works really.
Yeah, I guess if
Another
you're looking
one
for
too
watch
is
hours, that makes sense.
Yes, we have lost the Nomad, everybody.
What's up,
Hello to
everybody?
Winter is a genius. Yes, he is.
How are you, Lars?
I'm very good. How are you?
He's not lost
Good.
anymore. He's found. Go to,
That's a lost move.
they found him.
One, two.
Los, los.
I am lost.
No, you're not lost.
Login, resume.
Yes, Dave Knopfler. He is a
So what
genius.
happened? What happened to Los?
Anybody can,
Los.
anybody who can make so many people uptight and uneasy and freak out over the clown face is a real genius. Now, I've met him twice, and he's a very nice person. Very nice person, actually, when the camera's not on. People, they underestimate some of these people. And there's another one of my favorite people, Gogo Bubble Sister. How are you? The
Hi,
prettiest lady in
sister.
all of YouTube.
Hi, sexy. Hi, sexy.
So there's some more scenes there. You can see it poking out over. It just dominates the skyline wherever you are here. Look at that.
Sexy.
Yeah, good afternoon. What's going on in YouTube, guys and gals? Special shout out to Dave Knopfler, Gogo Bubble's sister, Lost and Nomad, and Honeyco, Arcelius Corner, Rich Belong too, Roberto, All Up in the Geek Show, Paolo de Winter,
Thank
and
you.
Michael T. Michael T, who I've not seen in a long time. That's true, Dave.
Thank you.
Gogo Bobo and I met, when was that, Gogo? That was a month ago, right? In New York City. Very good, very good.
Um,
Gogo Bobo
lost
Sister is my
in the
favorite gummy
backstage.
bear.
Lo- uh,
Okay.
lost in the backstage.
He's not lost
Hey,
anymore.
it is so it does work. So I just checked and I am streaming to mine also.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
That's pretty cool. And I'm
It
not
is
a paid
cool
member,
because
by the
everybody
way.
can.
So well, I guess
No,
since
only
maybe
one
you're the
person.
paid member. Okay, there
That's
here we go.
that's what Mr. Riley said. One person has to be a paid
Okay.
member.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
If
the
everybody
whole
can,
full stream.
You
the
know if there's a max amount of people who can multi-stream?
I know on the regular StreamYard, if you pay, it's 10 people, but I don't know how many can simultaneously broadcast. I'm not sure. If you guys can stick with me here, I'm going to show you this River Rhine, which is so famous, along with this square here, which is also very famous. They don't
It's
make
Friday
streets
there,
like
right?
this in
Friday.
America, do they? What's that, Honeycomb? Steve
Friday there
Anderson,
is
how are
no
you, sir?
off.
What? Friday?
I mean, no work, no work there. It's Friday.
I worked until about 2, but a lot of times I'm not in the industry I'm in. We work half day on Friday, but yeah, they work. They work Monday through Friday.
Mm. Because here it's Friday, Saturday, they off.
Yeah, but that's only in the
Different.
Middle East.
It's different here
Only,
in the Middle East.
yeah, but not all the Middle East. UAE now does Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off.
Yeah, but here is Friday, Saturday.
Yes.
2 days off.
Did we lose? Lost again? Subscribe to Lost the Moment. Yeah, yeah. Definitely put that out there.
No,
Um,
I'm here.
oh, you can do that on Honeycoast Show. Yeah.
No, I wanted to see. I went to the chat thing and see how the chat would work. If it would so when I chat into the box now on the back of StreamYard, it does send my
Yeah.
message to both my stream and your stream. All right.
This is another one,
This
you
is new to
guys.
me.
That's the old city hall of Cologne. That's about 600 years old. Somehow it was spared also during the Allied bombings. Most of the city was gutted, of course.
Hi, Steve.
Oh, it's already, yeah, I guess it is already. Is it? Oh, wait a minute now. Let me think. It must be in Australia or New Zealand. Is that it? They're having a wedding over here. That's cool. Some kind of wedding. So, Lost, when are you heading back to Colombia?
The end of July will be my next trip.
Wow,
End of July, beginning of August there. I'll be there. You heading down to Columbia?
that's awesome, man. I'm gonna join you guys down there one of these days. I'm kind of in the mood to do that. If anybody else wants to come up, and if anybody else wants to stream, by all means, jump on.
Yeah, come on, guys. Join us.
Well, I'm glad you're getting the free time on your travels to, get to see the areas.
I try to squeeze it in. Like if I have a trip on Sunday or Saturday, I'll always try to squeeze in a half a day or a day to see places. And I don't like with YouTube for me. I just use it for storage. But others who are trying to monetize, like Honeyco, I'll give her clips. Other people gives her clips to try to help her with her channel. But for me, it's just like a storage thing and to show people around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try to always add a day, or I try to get here a day early, or something like that, to see all the places that made the place famous.
Thank you, Vicky, for the video you
Yeah,
sent to me.
of course.
Appreciate it.
And if anybody else wants to send her videos, by all means, if anybody has footage that is really useful, I'm sure she would appreciate it. She's in one place, Saudi Arabia, doesn't have not the best footage country. Let's put it that way.
What that means, Allah? The sign there in your Allah,
Uh, not
Allah,
Allah, not Allah.
Allah,
I don't
yeah.
think it's. I don't think it's Allah. To be wrong. Here we got this. I've seen this before. Famous monument here.
Lost. Where are you lost?
He's lost. That's where he is.
You lost again. Aha, I see the horse there. I respond on Lost channel so you can see it working. Okay. Go, boy. Cloudy, cloudy. It's cloudy there. Cloud. Lost
Yeah,
is lost again.
lost is lost. That's why he's
I'm
called
back.
Lost.
That's why I'm called
Oh, he's
lost,
found
man.
again.
Sorry, I was doing something else. Y'all asked me something.
Ritz Buang said, hi naku, Biggie. Hi naku, Biggie, Ritz Buang.
Hey, Nako Biggie. Yes, Nako Rich.
Ay, naku, Rich Buan. Rich.
Big E, do you speak any other languages? I don't know if I've ever asked you that before.
Sometimes it goes a little bit silent because I'm trying to get footage for Honeyco with the other camera. Yeah, I broke that there for me. I was lost myself.
Hey, you don't speak any other language, do you, Big E?
I used to speak pretty good Spanish, but it's been so many years that I would need a week or two to brush up on it. I took
No
Spanish for
problema,
3 years.
Torpe.
I took Russian for a year, but I found that foreign languages is not my strength. Not my strength.
No, not mine either. I still suck at Spanish. I've been married to a Colombian for 10 years.
How about German language, guys? You speak German language?
So I'll show you guys this. I'm going to walk across. That's looking back into Cologne. And if anybody knows any part of World War II history,
Good
especially where the
morning,
Rhine took
everybody.
finger.
Happy Kevin.
Big Kevin's in the house. How are you, sir?
What's up, Big Kevin? Welcome to Cologne, Germany. With
Welcome to Cologne. Well, to Cologne. So what's going on with you, Lost? What's new?
Busy since I've gotten back from my trip, in January there. Into January when I got back from Colombia, man, this has been work.
Well, it's better than having no work, right? At least
Yeah,
you
no,
got work.
Work is
it's
good.
definitely a good thing, especially everybody saying that, the housing market's slowing down, yada yada. But I don't know, still going strong for me.
But you're more in the renovation world, right? You're not in new housing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do a little bit for the new housing, but it is definitely more the renovation stuff. But yeah, that's definitely strong because we still got a ton of people moving here, man. All the people from out west up north are coming to Austin still.
Look at that.
Pretty good.
Can you guys see that view? That is spectacular. Look at that thing. Look how it dominates the skyline when you look at it this vantage point.
Pretty good. Yeah, Arcelia, very nice view. Let's go there, Arcelia. Let's go in Cologne, Germany.
You know, I said this when I was in Frankfurt the other day. The prices here are literally, in most things, they're probably 50% cheaper here than it is in New York City. Food costs here are just probably the cheapest I've seen anywhere that I can recall. Even meals, everything. Everything's very cheap
Give
in Europe,
like a fair
particularly Germany.
comparison. Was there is there like a I know a lot of people like to use TGI Fridays as an example. You know how you have the McDonald's theory. You know how much things cost depending on how much a Big Mac is in each country or whatever. Can you give
Yep,
like a comparison?
yes, I can. So, um, let's say a Marriott hotel, New York City, for 15 square meters, $300 a night. Here, it's 150 a night. Uh, a Red Bull. I mean, Honeycomb doesn't want me to drink so many Red Bulls, but the Red Bull is 1.3 euros. It's it's
So it's
two.
more
It's just
cheap
like
there.
no, it's half the price. It's half the price of what it is in Saudi Arabia, and
Is
half the
that
price of what it is in Philippines.
is is the Red Bull
That's
like
cool.
the American style one, or is it more that European style one, where it's not
Well,
carbonated or whatever?
American. It's exact
American
identical.
style. Okay.
So you buy a Monster, a Rockstar, a Red Bull. Those three. It's
Okay.
let's say it's $2 at 7-Eleven in New York,
Yeah.
$3. It's $1.30 here. It's $1.50. And you go down the list. I had an amazing Italian meal last night. That the entire meal for five people was $134. But the three of the five people had wine, and each dish was under 10 euros. So you couldn't get them. This was a really nice restaurant. For under 20 or $25 a person per plate.
The place from far is majestic. Yes, Arcelia. Nice view.
So like you can go down the list. Um, Taxis, food, hotels, Red Bull. I didn't do McDonald's, so I can't give you that particular one. But I know like McDonald's in the Philippines is the same as the McDonald's in the U.S. I know that McDonald's in
Well,
Saudi
I
is the
wasn't.
same as the U.S.
Yeah, I wasn't asking for
Roughly.
the direct comparison to McDonald's, but you know how they use McDonald's as the.
Yeah, that's a good one to use, but I just didn't go here. I didn't go to McDonald's yet. So,
I would expect you not
uh,
to go to McDonald's.
I mean, there are countries that you want to go to McDonald's because you're afraid to eat anything else. BK is in the house. How are you, BK? So when you look at the inflation numbers in the U.S., the inflation number does not include food prices. The CPI includes food prices, but the inflation rate is not including the inflation rate was food. So food has doubled, it looks like, along with the other inflation that we've had. So, like, you
You
go
know what?
pre-COVID, post-COVID, the cost just doubled in the U.S. It seemed like for almost everything.
You know
It
what?
feels
It's
like
different. Jollibee here from the Philippines. It's different taste.
they actually use meat there. That's why.
Yeah.
The burger and Jollibee in Saudi, they're using meat. In the Philippines, they're using sawdust and soybeans, and it doesn't taste anything close to the same.
It's different
Because
taste. McDonald's has a bad comparison because it's like
well, McDonald's. The only reason McDonald's is a good comparison, Dave, is because it's the same food. So it might be a quarter pounder is a quarter pounder in every country. So it should be roughly the same cost. But when it's radically different, then you know something else is going on. The main one I've seen is staying in the same chain. The Marriott brands, it could be Courtyard, it could be Residence, it could be the main Marriott, or it could be the Hilton brands or the Hyatt brands, and whatever it is. And you go to one country And then you go to another one, and they're both the same star rating, and one is $300 and one's 134, and you go, how could it be so different? This is the way it is.
Yeah, the Marriott's pretty good comparison, I would say.
Is this a
I
word,
do
a tip for everybody?
the Marriott Residence Inns, you know, when
Oh
I
yeah, I
travel.
love that.
Yeah, and those are, well, depending on where you are in the states, they can be anywhere from like 150 to 300.
And the tip I would give everybody, like if you use the Accor app, if you use the Hyatt app, Marriott Bonvoy, or the Hilton app, if you stick with one, if you can, you end up saving more money than you do using things like Agoda or Booking.com. You get upgrades right and left, early check-ins, late checkouts. I can't even begin to tell you how much you save by actually going directly to the hotels than to go to the discount sites. They're not cheaper, and the rewards are minuscule compared to being loyal to the one or two brands. Depending on how much you
Do
travel, of
you
course.
are you part of like one of the groups like the IHG or anything like that where you can go through all those hotels? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no. I just have kind of I try to do a Hilton brand or a Marriott brand most of the time, and I've done that for so long that you get a free upgrade in the room, you get a free this, a free that, free
Yeah, when you're
breakfast, free
part of
everything.
the Marriott's really good. I didn't do the Hilton too much. I definitely did the Marriott's
Yeah,
because the Residence Inn, they have the little like little kitchenettes in them or whatever. More like a little, like a mini apartment, if you will.
yeah,
Yeah, those are very nice. And
yep.
when
And
when you become the higher, yeah, when you become the higher member, you get to park in the front, the easy check-in, late
oh,
check-out.
and nowadays with Marriott, I tried it. Marriott's my preference, so that's my first choice, and then Hilton and Hyatt would be after. But they have these electronic keys now. I have like when I checked in here in Cologne, I didn't even have to stop at the front desk. I did the check-in before I got there. I had a key, a digital key to my app, and you just bypass the whole thing, and you just walk right into your room. And when you check out, you do the same thing. So yeah,
So
Marriott's the
Biggie,
best.
where's the more expensive hotel? From Riyadh or there or little one?
Oh, Riyadh is outrageously expensive for some unknown reason. You'd think it would be cheap, but it's not. If you go to Dammam or
Mm-hmm.
Al Khobar, you get a much nicer room for half the price of Riyadh. Same thing with if you go to Jeddah, fraction of the cost. Now, if you go to Abu Dhabi, Dubai, or Doha, you'll spend the same amount as Riyadh, but those cities are much nicer than Riyadh. So, and you'll get a much nicer hotel to boot. Hey, it's Ken Unger, who's coming to the
Hi,
Philippines in
Ken.
June. You know
Ken
what?
Unger.
Honeyco is going to be in the Philippines in June. She might be coming back on the sometime in the end of May for 2 months. It'd be kind of
Yeah,
fun if you all met.
by end of June, Biggie. That's my plan.
Wouldn't you like to meet Maureen, Michelle, and Ken Unger? Because Ken's going on the 16th of June, if I recall. Oh, look at that scene. Yeah. Hello, Ken, says Arcilia. Give my regard to
Yeah,
Maureen. Yeah, give your regard to Maureen because we haven't seen Maureen much lately. YouTube is demanding more of Maureen. Maureen. Get it?
Maureen, Ken, Maureen.
Yeah, Maureen. Maureen.
Maybe by May because I'm done my
You're shooting.
contract May 22. May May 22. Shooting. Hello, Ken Unger.
Uh-oh. You're shooting for June 16th, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm shooting to go visit also sometime in May. I want to, Mrs. Hapster's going to be there, and I'm going to try to get over there too.
Yeah, I hope my mama
And the
happy here
other,
also.
I'd like to bring my children to stay here starting, at some point in the second half of this year as well in Europe. That's the goal. That's the goal. Getting all the paperwork and getting all the visas and all that crap is a lot harder than it sounds, though. Make you play this nervous waiting game. Looks like me and Mike will be traveling together. Oh, that was funny the first time that happened. Mike had never done that, and that you guys did like a 29-hour or 33-hour transit time. I remember when you arrived there, that was just priceless to see that. We're here, you guys, on the River Rhine. Oh, wow. Lowenbrau. Do you remember that, Lost? You probably don't remember that brand, Lowenbrau. That was a premium beer brand way back. I'm coming.
The beer? You're talking about the beer?
Yeah.
You
You
know
remember
what?
Lowenbrau? I haven't
I
seen that name for
I think,
years.
man, I'd have to go back and look. So I've done some conventions before, and we set up some booths for one of the beer things one time. It's been many, many years ago. But I kept a bunch of bottles just from it, and I have them up in my, I don't know, what, maybe my pantry or something. I got them somewhere, and I think I might have actually one of those. I have to go and look and take a picture and maybe post it on Instagram if
Lowenbrau
I
was a
still have
big
it.
thing back in the day. Back in the day. Where's Nico, by the way? Nico's experience. Where are you?
Yeah, where is he?
Where is
I
Nico
learned
these
He
just
should
days?
be at
where's
the. This is
Nico.
about his gym time roughly. You know what? I'll send him a text message. Hang on.
Nico the Virgin.
All right, I just sent him a text. Told him we're multi-streaming to get his butt in gear.
You never shown your face, Los, on YouTube.
I have. It's just been a long time ago.
He showed his face in Colombia when Nico was there. Briefly, but it was funny. Like a sneak attack on Nico. Or was it the other way around? No, yeah, that's what. Lost came up to him from behind and attack, quote unquote.
Yeah, everybody was asking
Yeah,
me where my hair was. I was like, well, I'm old. I lost it all. Well, not all of it, but
that's why it's
I keep
lost. That's why you
I
lost.
keep
I've
it
lost
short.
it
That's
too.
what. Yeah, exactly. I lost my hair.
One of these goofballs said, Big E's put hair plugs in his hair. One of these idiot trolls. And I'm like, if I had hair plugs in my hair, it wouldn't look like this, guys. Trust me. Probably should have done that, but I
You ever
decided a
thought
long
about
time
doing the?
ago.
Ever thought about doing the hair
You know what,
transplant thing?
Biggie? Trolls is jealous on you. That's why, because they can do travel.
Well, if people would spend less time being jealous of other men and start going out and living their life, they'd find that life's worth living, not sitting in your fucking basement criticizing other men and their body.
That he do because he don't have works, stay at home. That's Uncle Dave Nico from Dave Knopfler.
But did I ever? What was your question, Lost? Did I ever? Did I ever think of getting hair plugs? Is that what you said? No.
Oh no, the hair transplant thing.
Yeah, they're trying.
I
No, I
actually
would never
know
do
before
that.
you comment. I had
Going to a
I had
doctor for
one of my well a friend through a friend type of situation. He got it, and actually it's fairly impressive. It's nothing I want to do, but
I
I was
just
actually
never
kind of
wanted, so I
surprised
figured,
how well it came out.
oh, they come out well when it's done right. But I just never thought of it. I figured none of us are
Well,
winning any awards with our looks anyway. There's Nico's experience. Okay, Nico, come on up, Nico, baby.
come
Oh
on, Nico.
yeah.
I knew I knew I was screwed. Both my uncles on both sides of my family were all bald headed, so I was already
Yeah,
prepared for the inevitable.
I didn't. I did. Me too. So Nico, you can live stream that to your own show.
Come
Although
on,
we're using the
Nico,
same
up.
StreamYard.
Yeah, you can actually, Nico, if you have me at the gym, you can jump up here, and then when you click
Jump up,
the
Nico.
more section, yeah, jump up here, and then you can go to stream from your or stream for your audience is actually what it says. The reason why it booted me out, I actually had to sign in. That's why I ended up coming back. So if you're not signed in, it'll boot you out. You sign in, you jump back in, and then it was actually very simple.
He
And
said,
I'm
"You're not
streaming from
bald.
my
You're
channel right now.
distinguished. You're distinguished." That's a good way to say it, Nico. The other way to say it is we're fucking bald or balding. But for the
We're bald.
goofball to say that I'm wearing putting in cornrows and plugs, well, I hate to break the news to you. It would not look like this if I was. But yeah, as far as you saying, honeycomb, jealous people. I mean, what kind of man is jealous of other men? I mean, give me a break. It's just I don't even waste my
Yeah,
time.
they go
It,
jealous because they don't have work, and then they run on
I don't know
YouTube
what their
to.
I don't know what their motive is, but whatever their motive is, but I you're never going to get anywhere if all you're doing is obsessing about other men on YouTube. So I have watched maybe 10 minutes of YouTube this week because I just I have other things to do. I'll do it when I can. I mean, it's kind of a hobby that I think all of us have. That's why we're here. But eh, the idea that you're going to sit on YouTube all day, taking pot shots at people and all the rest of it, I'm sorry, but that's just a waste of life, in my opinion.
That he do because they didn't work, only stay in the basement or mama's house. Maybe they have heard that's why you're jealous on your hair
Well,
from
that's what
Arcelia.
happens to guys. That was something I think we talked about before, Biggie. That's something I've been very concerned about. Having purpose after retirement. You know what I mean? It's kind of why I never want to do a full type of retirement because I don't want to be sitting around and just decay in front of a computer screen or whatever. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I ask myself that all the time. People say, when are you going to retire, Big E? And I said, I hope I never have to. I love what I do. Why would I want to retire when I'm having the best time of my life?
That's a yacht. Yacht. I got content with you lost my hair long time ago from with Kevin H.
So the idiots will say, oh, look at this, and look at this, look at that, look at that, look at that, man, look at him, oh, look at him, oh, did you see what Big E did? And did you see what so-and-so did? I'm like, gosh, man, they're the biggest idiots that the world has ever known. No wonder they're not working. Do you actually think anybody's behavior changes because of those type of stupid comments? I mean, I just no wonder people end up the way they do. But anyway, I don't care. Oh, I got
People think
con. tent. My lost hair. Oh, you had some curly red hair, Big Kevin. I remember you. I remember the Kevin hair.
You saw a
This
celebrity.
is interesting. That's some kind of a stadium there.
So anyway, Biggie, how many steps today? How many steps today?
Let me see. 13,000 so far.
Wow, you're killing it.
Yeah, trying. Trying to. Yesterday was my hardest day ever. I almost quit. I told Nico this. When I arrived in Cologne from Ireland, I was only at 3,000 steps. It was 9 or 9:30. I was super tired. Had a 15-hour day, and it was raining. I just said, I'm not doing it. It'll be the first time in 2 months. But I ended up going back out. I got right over, just barely over 10,000, like 10,015. And I felt so relieved because I felt, you know what? I don't want to lose my streak. The other person who's been killing it lately, big time, is that young man right there, Nico's Experience. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hi, Nico. Nico, Nico, shout out, shout out.
Nico's been, I mean, there were a few days that Nico beat me. He had 17,000 steps, and I only had 15. And then we share each other's step count each day.
Yeah,
So
but you did
it's a
the
way of
other day
motivating each other and
20,000.
keeping each other. I had 4 or 5 in a row of 20, but then but that's because of Nico.
Mm.
He started, yeah, and then it works both ways, Nico, because if I know Nico's going to do 17,000, the competitive side of me says, okay, I'll try to do 18,000. If I do 18, he'll say I'm going to do 19. And that's what's nice, as the Bible says, as iron sharpens iron, so does one man sharpen another man. I think that friendships that you have on YouTube can be destructive, of course, or it can be constructive. And you are motivating each other, and you can listen to each other sometimes if you're going through a tough time. Uh, this is what a chronic problem I think lost in the tested is a lot of men do not have any male friends that they can actually confide in. They become very um, isolated as they get older. It's a sad part of life. So being able to motivate each other, listen to each other, encourage each other, and so on, it's a nice thing. It's a good thing. I know Lawson and Nico do that too. It's with Nico and Popeye.
Yeah, I
That's a good
100%
thing.
agree with you on that.
We all need it. We all need each other. And men are not like women. Women are very easy to be sociable with other women as they get older, but men become increasingly isolated as they get older. You see it with a lot of these guys where their entire life is nothing but being drunk or getting ladyboys or
You should be surrounding yourself with
prostitutes.
other men to make you, compete to the next level. So what y'all are doing, like with your steps, is a good thing. Keeps you
Yeah.
motivated to keep doing. But I can't have this other person outshine me. I can't have my buddy make me look bad.
How
Yep.
about you, Luz?
But
Did you
it's in a
walking also?
positive way.
I'm sorry, Honeyco, what was the question?
Did you
Are you
walking also
walking?
or doing gym? Do
No, I'm not
gym?
doing the walking thing, but I am doing the gym thing. So
We all have different ways to do it, but it's more about doing something than what you do specifically, as long as you're being productive. But I
what
agree
is it? What
with
is
what
the
you said.
saying? Grab something heavy and move it around. Just keep moving. Basically,
Yeah,
forgot who said that, but yeah, you just
keep
gotta
moving.
especially as we getting older. I just turned 50, so you can't. Metabolism rate ain't what it used to be. So
Totally. And then
Yeah,
the
that
other
I
thing
did so
too,
that I did so lost doing
oh, it's
one
raining.
rice a day. One rice a day.
No, but you started walking. You started walking too. And then April started walking. April did 20,000 steps one day, but she got so light, she lost so much weight that she had to actually stop doing it as much. She'd gotten too thin. She got down to 45 or 46 kilos, which was getting a little too thin for her.
I naturally
Actually,
walk with my job. So I'm like yesterday, I worked in a 2-story house. I was up and down stairs all day long. So I'm sure I'm probably getting in on an average work day, 10+ thousand steps. So I thought about getting one of the smart watches, but I don't like the design of a lot of them. But maybe I'll just get one of the little crappy cheap ones just to kind of keep up with it.
Well, I don't know how much Nico spent. I don't know if you have an Android or an Apple. If you have an Android, I think it's only, I mean, you can get them as cheap as 50 or 60 bucks at the most, I think, or as expensive as $1,000 in the case of the Apple Ultra. But they all do the same thing. They all tell you, fuck, this scares the shit. Look at that, man. You guys see
oh, be
that?
careful.
Where I
So
damn
sad.
go. I'm getting hit with pigeons.
They doing pee. They doing. Just let it.
Not necessarily, Dave Knopfler. Not necessarily. I mean, if you were on a morphine drip, yeah, you're probably on your way out. But if you have chronic pain and you need it, or you had cancer, it depends on why you're taking it. I hope that that's not true. I hope you're just joking. But if
I
it
wish
is
I had
true,
the Doppler effect. I can die and be resurrected, and don't have to worry about death.
that
That'd be pretty amazing, right?
would be amazing. If you really are on that, Dave, I hope you're okay. I hope that you're not actually sick this time. I know you've been pronounced dead more times than anybody, including Fazio or Big Kevin. Big Kevin was
Someone
pronounced
said
dead,
that.
and also his legs were cut off, is what we heard. Nico's experience. Let's see. When you find a challenge in life, get better in health and build friendships, motivate each other. It's always, yeah,
Bye
totally
bye.
agree, man. Is
Hi,
Popeye there?
Popeye one. Yes.
Oh,
Good morning,
Popeye, how are you?
50-50.
How are you, Popeye? I've been watching occasionally. I see a notification after I'm awake or something. It says Popeye was playing World of Warships.
Always,
Always World
always
of
he doing.
Warships. It's always funny to see that. Arcelia says, hello, Popeye. And I want to give a big shout out to Lynn, Brady's Vlogs in Comedian Island. She's starting to do her live streams again. I hope everybody can throw their support to the cute Lynn. She's very, very nice person. Oh, here we are. Once again, we're on the back side now of this thing.
Nice. Good morning, Arcelia. Good morning from Popeye.
Not as impressive looking on this side.
Because
Well, take care of
it's
yourself,
time
Dave.
out.
I hope you're feeling better. I seriously, it's not even a, it's a horrible thing.
Yeah, not good.
I had 2 family members who died of that, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody in this world. This is a good view, you guys. So if you go back through this live stream, and if you go back to the one we're gonna upload, you'll see the real high res footage of this inside this place. But at the beginning of this live stream, I showed you the inside of this World Heritage Site. So it really is a larger than life
Yeah, it's amazing.
monument here. Yeah. Holy moly. Wow.
It's amazing. Hello, 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 honey. Hi, Popeye One.
Yes, welcome on board Popeye 1.
Have you been
Let me
taking
check my battery.
you taking lots of pictures also while you're moving around here
Yep,
of all the sites and everything?
yep. And I'm taking them as we're even talking. If you hear me go silent, I'm taking footage for, Nico and other channels. I send them the footage and they put up premieres and uploads and things like that. Because they don't get a chance to get footage like this. I mean,
Thank you so much. Thank you so
especially
much.
this scene. This ain't available too often. Yeah. Wow. That is really larger than life. So
You.
what else is on your mind, honeycomb?
Um, I say thank you to you because you give me more videos when you add. And thank you for helping my channel. Appreciate it.
Okay, I think that's enough footage for the camera. So yeah, we get these whack jobs that'll say, Honeycomb, how come you're showing the Netherlands? It's like, we're not trying to fool anybody here. She's not in the Netherlands or not in Germany. That damn pigeons almost hit me in the head again. Um, just, one friend helping another one because she wants the footage, but she can't get out and get it. Yeah, it is. It really is, Popeye. And if you look at the one I did last week in Harlem, that one was amazing. But this thing takes the cake.
Favorites.
This is probably, it's almost impossible to think of anything quite this magnanimous. The one in Harlem was amazing. And Honeyco uploaded that too. But there'll be a 6-minute video, high res that's going to be uploaded of this, and then Honeyco will have some on her show as well.
Thank
Oh,
you.
this is
Thank
the
you so
first day I've
much.
been able to go out um, without wearing a jacket. I mean, it's been so freaking cold for so long. So Germany's farther south, so it's much warmer. It's like 12, probably 12, 13 degrees.
Yeah, that's
That's
pretty good
Celsius.
weather.
Yeah, 12 or 13 with no wind. I could dig it, but some of the other ones.
Unlike unlike in Netherlands, you're always wearing jackets. Yeah.
Yeah, in Ireland it was the same way. Ireland it was so wet that it was like 10 degrees and just downpour, and you go, what am I going to film here that anyone would want to see? Me
Team
catching pneumonia.
Disha, hello.
Tim Dizyak here?
Yes, in the chat.
Check that out, Tim Dizyak. I'm going to show Tim Dizyak this. I know he'll see it later, but. So this is the World Heritage Site, the Dome. I was actually encouraged to come here by Aloe de Winter. Aloe told me, make sure you go to the Dome, D-O-M. in Cologne. So I did. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tim
the things
Dizyak,
just
another fine gentleman who lives up near Angeles City for the past 10 years. A true gentleman. Yeah. You know, there's some
things
similar
just
crossover with Popeye and Tim Dizyak. You both were in the military for 20 years. He was in the Air Force, Popeye, and you were in the Navy for 22 years. And I think Tim was in for 20 years, if I remember right. But yeah, I mean, to not have to use a jacket for the first time in uh, seemingly months is a blessing, big blessing. Richard Lee, how are you, sir?
I'm backstage, Biggie from Popeye One. He's
Oh,
backstage.
backstage. Okay, let me bring you up here. Thank you for telling me because I never see that. There he
Hello,
is,
Popeye One.
the world
Hey, how's
famous,
everybody doing this morning?
the king of World of Warships himself,
Ah, yeah,
Popeye One.
battle cry.
Sorry
The
about
world
that. Didn't mean to
worship.
scare you.
You know,
Hi.
since I got this,
Thank you.
we got stars. Since I got this new computer with the GeForce Experience, it's been like real fun to do gaming and stuff like that.
Yeah, I always see
You
your
always
show up there. After it's done, though, it says Popeye One World of Warships.
Oh, you
I
got to
always
hit
tell
that
that.
note. You got to hit that notification bell to get all notifications, so that way you get it on time when I go live.
Well, I'm
What
asleep.
graphics card did you get in your new laptop?
Graphics card in the laptop.
so as the win the battle, Popeye One. Who's the battle win?
Click
By
that
the way,
notification.
Richard Lee Rogers, I saw you and your wife. I saw some pictures. You guys are very cute together. You guys look very happy. And we're happy for you. Oh, we do the comparison in real time here. For law
Yeah,
firm.
Richard is a good guy.
Richard's good. Yeah.
So, Miss Honeyco, what have you been up to?
Good, working at night. Working 8 to 2 in the morning. 8 p.m.
Oh, man.
until 2 a.m.
So, maraming trabajo.
She's on Ramadan right now, on the Ramadan schedule. So she starts after 8 p.m. now. Everybody comes into her work up to 2 a.m. So it's a bit hard on her.
Hey. So,
Sometimes,
I saw your 10-year anniversary. Very nice. I didn't know you guys
thank
been
you.
friends for that long. Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, we were
Thank
dating
you.
before in real life
Oh,
before I knew April, and
okay.
yeah, we had a history. We're still very good friends, and her and April are very good friends.
That's nice.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, she's like a family member to me. So we love Honeyco, don't we? Huh?
Yeah, happy
Yeah, we do.
anniversary.
Actually, her and April are going to spend a week together without
can,
me.
can you blog inside that church?
I did. If you look at the early part of this, and then they
I'll
kicked me out.
I'll have to go back and check it out, man. Where are you? Ireland? Are you in Ireland now?
I was in Ireland. I'm in
Oh,
Cologne, Germany.
oh, Cologne, Germany. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
So this is where Aloe told me to go. This is called the Dome.
uh,
It's a World Heritage Site. Dome. It's also called the Cathedral of Cologne.
Yeah.
And then they have other structures.
That
But, yeah,
church
it's
is
amazing.
that church is epically gothic, man.
It is. It's the most I've ever seen anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
We look at that thing, and it's got 577 steps to go to the top. But I'm going to have a high-res video upload, and so will Honeyco. And then the early part of this live stream, there's some footage on the inside as well. There's so much stained glass in there. That's the third highest ceilings of any building in the world, they say.
It's gorgeous.
So it is. It's amazing.
Beautiful.
Get my desktop computer fixed soon, says Tim Viziak. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you ever had that experience, Popeye, where you were romantically linked to somebody, and then you, because of work or whatever reason, I'm sure it happened to you in the Navy, where you end up staying friends and very close friends, but you end up
Yeah.
going in a different direction. And it's hard for people to understand that, but we have a very long history.
Well, there was a young lady that actually worked for me when I was in Vieques, and she was my admin LPO. And to this day, we still message each other. We're friends, you know. We never had a relationship because, like, I was senior, she was junior, and that's a big no-no in the military. Can't do that.
No fraternizing.
Yeah, no
So
fraternizing.
only friends? Only
Yeah,
friends,
real,
Popeye?
yeah, just real friends. And everybody used to always accuse us of, ticky, 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 but we never did that.
Well, we did. So full disclosure, but yeah, no, we just have been friends, and I'm the one that got her started on YouTube about 4 years ago. Now she's making more money than anybody, and if I need a loan, I know who to go to. Honeyco.
Oh, siya ang daming ang pera, ha? Ha?
No, konti lang. Not too
Oh,
much.
honey goes, send some pera my way, mahal.
You know, she stuck with it when everybody else quit. She just stuck with it, and she developed a loyal following. It's not a huge following, but the following that she has is very loyal, and some of them are extremely generous
Okay.
to her. So
It's true. If you want to make money, you have to
Mhm.
be consistent. You have to put the effort in.
Yeah, effort and time.
If you just do your channel half-ass like I do mine, okay, I just have fun with my channel. I'm not really interested in trying to make money with it. I just have fun with it. That's it. But if you're a serious
exactly,
YouTuber, you put the effort in, you will succeed.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's exactly how I feel. I never am consistent enough. um, and if anyone wants to give money, I'd rather give it to all these people who actually work their way up. Like Honeyco or Nico too. I mean, I hope Nico can pull in some decent money on YouTube. And Kevin, there's different people who made decent money. Kevin has made quite a bit. Tim
Yeah,
Diziak runs a very good show.
I
There's just
always
different
tell
people.
I always tell Nico, man, you got to be consistent. You got to do your lives regularly. You got to get videos up, especially
Yeah, and then get 4,000 watts hour because that's
yeah.
easy to get the 4,000 watts hour.
And you got to get your videos up right away after you take them because that's when they're most relevant.
Mhm. Yeah.
Nico
But
needs to monetize.
I tell him
He
that
hasn't
too
even
all the
tried to
time, but he
monetize
doesn't
yet.
listen.
oh yeah, see
We
Nico,
should harp
He doesn't have the
on him a little
4,000
bit to
hours.
make it happen.
yeah, I just tell Nico in Tagalog, ikaw ang masyadong makulit. Very stubborn. Yeah, I will, but then he blows it off, man.
Yeah, just tell him always do live stream to get the watts hour.
yeah.
Nico's Nico. Okay, he's the best.
Yeah, he's in the gym right now. He gave me a call.
He'll say that to me every day. Yeah, you're right, Pinky. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
and he's doing his thing. You know, I said, "Oh, I didn't have to call you this morning until you get your ass to the gym, lazy bastard." And so he's in the gym doing his
He's been
thing.
very consistent, though. It helps me when you call. Somebody got $5. Is that you, Honeycomb?
Hmm?
Somebody,
$5.
somebody sent. I know they didn't send it to me. I didn't send that to you.
I didn't see it.
Is that from you, Kevin?
I was in
Hello,
your
what's going on?
I was in your chat.
Nico,
Kevin.
holy moly.
Thank
That's
you,
very
Big
nice of you, Kevin.
Kevin.
Very nice of you.
Yeah,
Hi, Rich Wong.
I know what Tim's Dizak is going through. He just got his computer fried by the brownouts yesterday. Here when we get the what we call thunderstorm season, I just unplugged my equipment because a couple of years ago I lost a $3,000 CPU. Got fried,
That's not fun.
dude. And you know,
Not
I
fun.
took I took it to the computer shop, and they're like, "Dude, we'll have to replace 90% of what's in the chassis." And
That's
Pagkain
not
mo.
good.
I'm like, "Okay, how much you want for this hunk of junk?"
Ay,
And
pa,
he gave me $200 for it, and I just walked away for it and bought a new one.
It's painful, though. Dave Knopfler, Nico's was here earlier, but he is at the gym or he's doing something right now.
Yeah,
Maybe he's up there. The Nico effect.
the Nico
Top of
effect.
that
He's up
spot.
there in the bell tower, man.
Yeah, up in the bell
shout
tower
out to
saying,
Nico.
"You motherfuckers!"
Yeah, swinging from the rope.
I mean, it would be hilarious if that was true.
Dude, we just said it, so there are people that will believe
People believe everything on YouTube.
it. You can believe
So,
everything on the internet, man. It's all true.
oh yeah, every word except for every other word, which is not true.
So, what do you
Thank
think? What do you think about this indictment on Trump, man? What's your take on it, Biggie?
I haven't really followed it too much, but I hope it's not a political indictment. Like it seems like we were talking about Stormy Daniels stuff from years and years ago. Um, it seems like a political witch hunt, but I don't know. I don't know all the details. I don't want to pretend like I do.
Well, I'm
But
just waiting for them to come out with what's in the indictment. And what's really strange is they say there's 34 counts in the indictment, and each count carries a term of 4 years of imprisonment. So I'm like, usually when a DA throws 34 counts at you, right, it's a bunch of garbage.
when I first saw it, though, the first word in the first thing that came to my mind was they just don't want him to run because they're afraid he might win.
Yeah, well, see, once they perk walk him, dude, he's going to become even more popular, I think.
I think there's so many pissed off people that's probably what's going to happen. I think people are just.
But that's just my opinion. Take it, leave it, whatever.
So they actually did that this morning? Is that when it happened? Because I know they've been talking about it all week long.
Well, they indicted him yesterday, and next week is going to be his arraignment.
Yeah.
And I just think it's all foolish. I mean, dude, they've been after this guy for years, and they've got nothing on him. Nothing.
Nothing. What's
And
up, MJ DeFlippo?
it's just silly, man. Oh, you got Primo in the house?
I have 4 million in my house.
That's what we call MJ the Flipper. We call him Primo.
Huh.
He's Primo, man. That's Spanish for good dude.
Where you at, Popeye? Are you in
It means
US?
cousin.
Oh man, old MJ. Yeah, MJ got married, man. He's living the married life now, working hard like a dog. You getting me some money there, buddy?
I'm trying.
How expensive is it there?
It's cheap.
More expensive in Saudi,
Huh?
Papay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Oh, it's cheap, Popeye. It's cheap. I can't believe how cheap it is.
Really?
It's half the price of New York at the most. I
Oh,
mean,
well, if you're comparing it to New York, yeah, anything's cheaper.
it's cheaper than Riyadh. It's cheaper than Manila.
Uh,
I'll give you an example. And we did this earlier, and Honeycomb's not going to want me to do this, but I just bought the Red Bull. This is 1.34 euros, so about $1.50.
Yeah,
But
put
in New
some
York, it was
ice.
$3, and in Riyadh, it's $2. In Philippines, it's also $2. So,
More
and there's
expensive here,
example.
yeah.
The food is way cheaper. The hotels, like the Marriott, we talked about that earlier in the show with Lost. Marriott's are 30-40% cheaper. So I'm really shocked. What's the latest with our deaf friend? Is Nico deaf too? I thought he was only blind.
no, Nico's
Yeah,
stuck.
where's Nico? Nico, where is it?
Deaf, dumb, and blind. Get it right.
He's Conte lung blind. One eye. He got one eye, man. One good eye.
How's your eyes, Vic?
It's better than it's been. The last day, last 24 hours, suddenly got a little bit better.
I tell Nico, man, you only have one eye. That's okay. If you run across a Filipina that's not too pretty, at least she's gonna look pretty to you, right? An advantage.
It's kind of helpful when you have blurry vision and double cross-eyed when it comes to that issue. They all look good when it's blurry,
2 a.m. vision.
Yeah. He was texting me last night. He's like, "Your boy going to jail. Your boy going to jail." Trying to get me all riled up. And that's all that's on the news right now. It's like, like if you look at MSNBC, CBS, ABC, they're all so happy and joyful. Yes, Trump is finally going to go to jail. And then if you look at Fox News, they're like yelling and screaming, witch hunt, witch hunt. And some of the liberal papers, like the Wall Street Journal, they're all saying witch hunt, witch hunt. You guys are way out of line with this crap.
Yeah, I mean, they're very selective in what they want to go after. But if he ends up beating it, and even if he doesn't, it's just going to galvanize his side, and he'll be more fervent than ever. It's probably foolish to do it.
I saw, they had a couple of constitutional scholars come on, and they were talking, and they said, when he beats this, and they just said when he beats it, they didn't say if, it's going to make all the other cases that they have against him go away.
Well, if they keep doing it and he keeps winning, then it's definitely going to look like a
Maybe
witch
look
hunt.
about
Yeah.
No question about it. But it's foolish to do it because just like if you did it in the other direction, let's say that you went after an iconic figure on the other side, it just galvanizes that side. It doesn't
Yeah.
make them go away. It's just like the whole thing with free speech. If you silence somebody, their voice gets louder than ever than if you just let them freely speak and people
Yeah.
ignore them.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I never
My
block even the most
hypothesis
idiotic
on this
trolls.
is that things are so tribal now that going after Trump, for example, or any other political person, because it's so it'll move some of the like the middle people maybe to that side, but it's not like it's gonna be drastic. Now, I may be wrong. Obviously it happened when he ran against Hillary, but man, I can't necessarily see that happen again.
Well, people forget that he won. He had the second most highest vote total in the history of the United States when he lost. He had something like 8 or 10 million more votes than Hillary Clinton did when she lost. So if you weren't 5 months into COVID or however long it was, he would have been reelected anyway. So it's not like he was some hideously unpopular guy. He had millions of more votes than Obama had when he won his reelection. So there's still 70 million people out there that are going to vote for him no matter what. So to try to artificially silence him with court cases, I think it's a foolhardy thing to do,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
to me, it's all smacks of Banana Republic.
It does.
I
And the
can't
good
disagree
news
with that.
is I don't live there anymore. I haven't lived there for so
But you're
long, I
still
forgot. I
but
know
you're
less.
still an American. It can still affect you even being overseas.
I know, but I know less about American. I know less about American politics at this point than almost any other topic that I know because I'm not immersed in it.
Do you
Like you'll
vote,
hear
though?
a headline.
Hi, Michael M.
Big E, do you vote?
I did. He was the last. I hadn't voted for a Republican since 1988.
No, I just
I voted for.
asked you if you vote.
No, I do. I voted for him, but I had not voted Republican. I hadn't voted for a Republican since '88 with George Bush when he lied about read my lips, no new taxes, and he tried to dismantle everything Ronald Reagan accomplished. I said, fuck these guys, man. They're just all fuck. A bunch of left wing loonies. So, but I voted for him. I didn't vote for Dole a whole bit because I can't do it. I could never vote for a Democrat. I never have. But I could never, ever vote for a rhino. I'd rather not vote. I just need it empty and vote for the other parts of the ticket. I think George Bush gave us Barack Obama, for instance, for his being a rhino and trying to sneak in liberal judges and all the rest of the bullshit that they did.
But I have to be honest with you. I never cared for Bush 1 or 2, number one, because they always capitulated to the liberals.
I voted for Bush 1 in '88 because he was Reagan's vice president. I thought, I could do that better than Massachusetts Mike, Michael Dukakis with the Kitty Dukakis and the rubbing alcohol and all that. But but when he flip flopped, his whole thing was they're going to threaten to shut the government down. Blah, blah, blah. And I read my lips, no new taxes. And then that's exactly what happened. Martha's Vineyard, he comes out and signs the biggest tax increase in U.S. history, completely flip-flopping. And I said, I will never vote for a Bush, Bob Dole type again. Who's running against me? Nico.
Where's Nico?
But when you've been gone, like Tim Dizziak's been gone for 10 years, I've been gone for getting close to 10. You get really out of touch with American politics. I don't think I know anything else other than the Trump thing right now. Couldn't tell you another candidate or anybody else that's running or anything.
Did
Maybe
you
he need
still
a new
vote,
technician.
Biggie? Did you
Yes,
still
yeah, I do.
voting?
I do. I'd vote for if I want if the guy motivates me. See, one thing that happened under Trump that nobody wants to acknowledge is we had stagnating wages for decades, and the wages in that 4 year period had shot up $10,000 a year average. It was the highest in U.S. history. And so, what I'm doing here in the Netherlands right now, not Netherlands, I'm in Germany. What I've been doing here is directly related to policies of Donald Trump. The stuff that they did in China with chip manufacturing, getting these people to do more on their defense spending. So much of what they're doing here has a direct effect because of Donald Trump, and they credit him for it. They hated him at the time, but I hear nothing but praise for him here in Europe at this present time in history. So, hey, the guy is his own worst enemy. You know, he has a big mouth and he says things that gets him in trouble. But you had 3% unemployment, you had no big time war engagements, and you had wages
So are
going
you
in the right
trying to
direction.
tell me right now that you could go for a few mean tweets right about now?
I could,
Yeah, good.
I could. But isn't that what, like, if you look how you talk, Popeye, is that any different than how Trump talks? I mean, you just say what you want. You don't really think about it.
Dude,
That's how I want politicians to be.
yeah, I mean, you gotta look at it this way. If I say something that hurts your feelings, too bad, too sad. You
Uh,
can kiss my lily white ass, you know?
yeah, people are so sensitive. We were talking about that earlier with stuff that trolls say and being sensitive. I don't even, it doesn't even register. It's just so stupid for me. And people get their nose out of joint over the smallest things. I mean, people are so sensitive. So I agree with you. Nico,
I'm
are you there?
I have a
Yeah.
different opinion about that. I think Trump has divided America socially. I thought I kind of wanted someone to just kind of say what was on their mind. There was a movie made with Robin Williams where he just kind of spoke what was on his mind, and I always thought that would probably be a good thing. But man, here's some of the stuff Trump said. I disagree with it now that I've heard it. He don't need to be like perfectly punctual and presidential, but I think you need to dial it back a little bit.
Well, there's no
Well,
question that he could have dialed it back, and he got himself in a lot of trouble with his mouth.
dude, when you start saying, well, you could dial it back a little bit, then you're just on that slippery slope. I'd rather have him come out, be in your face, and say, hey, I mean, and that's what he did. He pointed the finger at all these idiots that are taking money from China. He he pointed out the lunacy of the left who think the world is going to end in 5 years and it never does. I mean, I could go all the way back to the 70s, and I've had teachers in my classroom telling me the world is going to end in 10 years if we don't stop our ways. It's always either a 10 or a 12 or 5 years. And this shit's been going on since the 70s. And still, here we are, man. Amazing, you know?
Those
And
aren't the,
Do you
the
remember
things
that?
I disagree with, Popeye. It's not that he's calling. I
Good
believe those are
night,
good things,
Miss
calling out the
Adventure.
people. It's more of the things like when he was at one of the rallies, like grab that guy and punch him in the face. It's the hyperbolic ridiculousness
I
is
never heard
more
him
so what I'm
say
referring to.
punch that. I never heard him say punch that guy in the face
Ay, so,
at a rally.
I don't know the exact words, but it was like get him out of here. There's a whole like
Yeah,
YouTube thing
see
of all
that
the dumb
that's
shit
what I mean.
Trump has said.
If you're gonna quote somebody, at least quote them properly. Don't paraphrase it. I mean, because like when you just said, oh, he was at the rally and he said, "Get that guy out of here, or I'll punch him in the face." You're just putting words in someone's mouth when you paraphrase stuff. And I
Yeah,
have,
that's why I said
yeah,
I'm paraphrasing. I don't know the exact words, but I'm just using that as an example as some of the speech that he used that I
I've
disagree with. It's
never
not.
heard the man, never heard the man.
Well, you can easily look up on YouTube and see all the dumb stuff he said. So you know,
Yeah, but
I mean,
I'm just
if you
saying,
want, I'll send you the link later. If that's what you need.
it's not about needing a link or anything like that. It's just like, I think paraphrasing is just the wrong thing to do. And
I would
Nico
agree.
says, "Oh
I would,
boy,
I would,
I'm
I would,
sick."
I would actually 100% agree with that, Popeye. And yet, somebody here on this panel did that to me.
I haven't paraphrased you, so
Yeah, I would call it a straight up lie.
well, I'm not here for an argument with you, bro.
No argument here, Papa. One.
All
Yeah,
right,
I'm
you
not trying to
two.
argue. I'm not trying to argue with you either. I'm just saying be consistent is all.
Yeah.
Let's see. Papa YouTube is bum hogging. Yeah.
He's going to jail. I know, Nico. I know. Hey, Nico, we'll bring him we'll bring him a Belief Beyond box, man. You know.
Good
You can pack
night, team.
ramen noodles
Good
in
night.
there and all kinds of good stuff. Well, I hate to break it up on my end. You could say doing this, Honeycomb, but I got to find my way back to my hotel and I can't find it. And I got to have
Uh-huh.
enough battery. I have to have enough battery left to get
You forget
back.
your power bank.
Well, I did, yeah. No matter where I go, I keep coming back to this thing.
All right. Hey,
Which is
Big E, you take care. It's good to talk to
okay.
you, buddy.
Nice talking to you too. And
Okay.
Yeah,
Take
Lost
care,
likewise,
and
Big E,
Biggie.
man. Good talking to you again. Been a
Popeye,
while.
nice talking to you. And Honeyco,
Take
thank you very
care.
much.
Thank
Nico,
you.
MJ, Tim, Arcelia's Corner,
Thank you in
all
the
of you.
chat.
And then Kevin, thank you for your super chat to Honeyco. She deeply appreciates it. So
Thank you,
bye
Big
bye
Kevin.
everybody. Check the uploads later of the
I need
site
to figure
inside and
out
out.
how
Bye,
to.
Lost.
Bye, honeycomb. I got to figure
Take
out
Bye
care,
how
bye
to
Biggie.
stop the
Lost.
stream.